Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Network's presentation of basketball at Trinity Valley Community College. We are coming to you live from Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, where tonight the 7th-ranked Cardinals, who have secured the top seed out of the East Zone in Region 14 Conference, 25-3 overall, 15-2 on the season, winners of 12 straight, host Bossier Parish, which is 4-21 on the season, 1-15 in conference, and has lost his last 14 games. I'm Benny Rogers, the Sports Information Officer here at Trinity Valley Community College, and I'm joined, like always, by Tim Howard, the News and Sports Director at KCK on 95.9 FM. And Tim, as we come into tonight's game, it's a game that, on paper, the Cardinals should get, but again, because it's kind of a trap game of sorts, because you've got the top seed secured now. Yes, you want to protect the number 7 rankings, and you're playing a team that's lost 14 in a row, and you were one of those 14 games. You beat them by 21 in third place, 86-65.
It is a dangerous game for Trinity Valley. Coach Chris Ballman made mention of that after the win on Wednesday night, coming off a huge road win in conference play. You go over and you take care of business against Navarro, and he said, we got to be ready to play. Just exactly what you said. On paper, we ought to be able to handle this. Just talked to Clarence Williams. He will not play today. A little banged up, going to try and rest him. So as Cardinals come out, they just got to do what they've done all year long to get to this point.
We'll take a look at the conference standings going into today's action, and most of the action today has already been complete. So they'll be up to date going into tonight's game. But there again, you saw the Cardinals with the 3-game lead over Navarro in the East Zone, and I can tell you that Navarro lost today on the road at Parish, 94-89, and so now Navarro's in a dogfight with Kilgore to get that the second seed, the second bye, I should say, in the East Zone.
Yeah, Kilgore and Navarro just battling right now, back and forth for that. It's kind of where that comes down in the regional race. But if you're a Cardinal, you want to keep the momentum. You don't want to misstep or trip yourself up here against the game. They should handle
it. Well, you've got everything secured already as far as going into the regional tournament. What you do now is every win you buy is just another building block to buying yourself a security blanket in case something goes wrong in the regional tournament. You got an at-large berth that's still out there.
That's right, and that's top of mind for this team right now.
Let's let the 2014-15 Cardinals introduce themselves.
Nikolai Brown, sophomore center from Monica, Jamaica.
Middlesbrough, Fred Wing from Houston, Texas.
Alexo Blanco, sophomore combo guard from Passaic, New Jersey.
Johnson Thomas, sophomore forward from Atlanta, Georgia.
Ronald Johnson, freshman point guard from Houston, Texas.
My name is D2 Basil, sophomore point guard from Houston, Texas.
Jacoby Bush, freshman forward, Houston, Texas.
Clarence Williams, sophomore forward from Tallahassee, Florida.
Shelton Hadjigo, sophomore guard from Westbury, New York.
Jerry Lucky, freshman forward from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Preston Anderson, redshirt freshman, guard from Kagan, Texas.
I'm the Daring Choice, freshman point guard out of Dallas, Texas.
Aldonis Spud, sophomore forward from Peoria, Illinois.
Devontae Jackson, freshman forward, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
And there you have the 2014-15 Cardinal introductions by nobody better than themselves to introduce themselves, Tim.
Well, they have got a lot to introduce. This team has lifted the bar as far as Cardinal basketball is concerned over the past 3 seasons. They've just really solidified themselves as being one of the conference leaders.
No doubt about that. They went to the national tournament for the first time in 15 years last year, and this year they're trying to do something that's never been done in school history, and that's go to the national tournament in back-to-back seasons.
And I think even more so, the goal is not just to get there, but to really make make a statement.
And
Not get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, now,
but
this team's playing at a very high level, and you're right. That's 2 steps down the road. You got to finish this season, the regular season, regional tournament, and then get to the national tournament. But this team is playing at a very high level right now and has been able to answer every challenge down the stretch. In fact, they've won 12 in a row. They haven't lost since the holiday break. We still can tell you the Cardinals are averaging 78.5 points and giving up 59.4. Bossier Parish comes in averaging 81.2, so scoring's not a problem for Bossier Parish, but where Bossier Parish is suffering at, they're giving up 78.3 points.
And you were talking to me moments ago about how they'll get a lot of those points. It's beyond the perimeter. 3-point stripe, they will work that angle. Now, if they're hot, that's one thing, but if they're not, the Cardinals will get a lot of fast break opportunities.
Yeah, get this, folks. Bossier Parish has 5 players, 5, that have 34 or more three-pointers on the season.
That's impressive, Ed. That does not just happen. So the Cardinals will definitely be extending that pressure defense around the top of the arch.
While we're waiting for the player introductions, we can tell you finals today. Parish beat Navarro 94-89. Tyler beat Panola 57-54. Jacksonville beat Coastal Bend 74-54. And San Jacinto beat Lamar State Port Arthur 97-68. And that, of course, is on the men's side. And that's what we're dealing with at this point. And, of course, the Cardinals have the top seed, not the top seed, but have guaranteed a bye in the opening round of the regional tournament coming up March 3rd through 7th at Tyler at a kind of a site to be determined, I guess is the best way to say it. I don't know that it's been determined yet, but they were trying to decide that on Friday. And I noticed where Blake Bryan, an assistant coach here on the Cardinal football team, is now taking over PA duties, so he will have the introduction of the starting lineups.
Grounds for removal from the facilities. TVC thanks you for your cooperation. On the visitor side, with a season record of 4-22, we are hosting the Bossier Parish Cavaliers. And now for the starting lineup. From Shreveport, Louisiana, number 3, Chance Chambers.
Chambers is averaging 17.4 points a game and has 58 three-pointers.
Alden Kelly Jr.
58 threes.
Kelly is averaging 10.2 and has 55 threes.
Antoine Baker.
Baker has 43 threes.
From Texarkana, Texas, number 35, Greg Pollins.
Pollins has only got 34.
From Haiti, number 42, Ed Juan Baptiste.
Gilbert has 39 three-pointers.
Yeah, they're going to be launching them.
How
many starters are they?
I think they just started 8 guys.
On the home side, with a season record of 25-3 and a national ranking of number 6 is our own Trinity Valley Cardinals.
7 starters.
I think that's what happened. He went a little deep on the roster.
Number 0, Nick Brown.
Nick Brown starts for the Cardinals. A sophomore out of Mandeville, Jamaica.
Number 11, Diedrich Basil.
Diedrich Basil's the man, averaging 14.6 points, 7.9 assists. He's got 41 three-pointers. Sheldon Hagel averaging 11.9 points and has hit 51 three-pointers.
Cayuga, Texas, number 21, Preston Anderson.
Preston Anderson from Cayuga, Texas has hit 35 three-pointers on the season.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, number 25, Devontae Jackson.
Devontae Jackson is averaging 4.6 points and 4.4 rebounds, and he's a 6'8 freshman out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. We are set. The 25-3 Cardinals, 15-2 in conference. The 4-22 Cavaliers, 1-15 in conference. Leon Spencer Court at Cardinal Gym, and now here with the play-by-play, Tim Howard.
Thank you, Benny. And looking over the likes of Cardinal Gym here, you got the band here, the Cardettes. You do have the cheerleaders, and I'm impressed with the introduction out there. Not only did the Cardinals have 5 starters announced, but they had the chest bump down. It was all good, which was not my trademark. A couple weeks ago, I didn't mention it last week because I want to talk to Dr. Forgy about it. They introduced him. He came out. I went for the chest bump. He looked the other way. So he left me hanging.
Turned it down.
So here's the tip. It is controlled by Parish, Bipsy, Bossier Parish with the ball. Going left side. Trying to jump right where we started, about the 3-point line, and it's rebounded by Hagegall. Going across to Basil. Cards will look to set it up on the left side. Quickly over to Hagegall.
Bossier in man defense.
3-pointer from Anderson. Rims out, won't go. and knocked away. I thought Devontae was going to pick that up, but did not quite haul it in.
Cardinals really need to have some great defensive intensity to start the game against the heavily underdog Cavaliers.
Knocked away, last touched. I think that's off Preston Anderson over there, but got that trap going in the corner there. So good extension, and they will indeed work that perimeter this afternoon.
I have no way of describing Bossier Parish's uniforms, but they're very cool looking. I'm glad our viewers can see it.
Yeah, good luck trying to draw that up as a descriptive. Nice hang from number 15 for Dipsy. Shot on the way, won't go. Anderson with the rebound out to Hagagal. Cards trying to push. All the way inside, pass underneath, and the dunk brought home by Devontae Jackson. Tay on the slam, got the feed from Hagagal. Preston with a good hand in there, now blocked by Brown, rebounded by Tay. Cards up two, trying to add to it. That's last touched by Bossier Parish. Cavaliers will knock that one away.
Get the feeling this is going to be a fast-paced game.
Yeah, up and down the floor. Both teams averaging a high clip, 75 and 81 respectively. Agago setting up, looking for the screen. Into the paint, the drive with the left hand, nicely done.
That was very nicely done. Sheldon made his mind up he was going to go, and he lowered his shoulder and win, and the Cardinals up 4-0.
Nice touch there from number 12, Kelly. Alden Kelly Jr. out of Shreveport. The freshman hits the three.
That's his 56th three-pointer on the season.
Why didn't you tell us they would be attempting some three-pointers today? Yeah, Benny weren't lying, and look for a lot of threes today. Right on the money is Mr. D. Basil. His friends call him G. He said I could call him G, so I will. Diedrich looking good from beyond the arch. Well, that was off there. Good defense closing out from Hagagal. And they never gave up on the boards there. Number 42 for the basket. Yeah, Edens Jean Baptiste on the bat. Good defense down low. Brown's going to set it up. Nice touch. Excellent shot from Sheldon Hagagal. Set himself. Finished it off.
Cardinals with 2 3-pointers early on in the game.
Doubling up the Cavs. Here's a three from the left wing. This time it's going to be Basil. Diedrich splitting a couple of defenders. Now soft touch. Won't go, but the putback.
Well, Diedrich knew that Nick was trailing there and just kind of lobbed it up. Almost he didn't mind if he missed it because he knew his man was going to clean it up.
I don't know if you saw the look on Chance Chambers' face. He's looking up against the 5'11", looking up against Brown like, what am I don't have a step ladder. How am I going to go get that? Brown just dunked it over him. Nice rebound clear, and here comes Basil for the Cards. They'll set it up. 16 minutes to go.
Of course, Diedrich's the Iron Man. In the last home game, we saw him play right at 38 minutes in that game.
Yeah, and he is, he's done that several times throughout the season. There's that alley-oop. Blocking foul coming here.
Man, I tell you, Diedrich Basil reads each player on that floor. It doesn't matter if it's Doobie Thomas, Devontae Jackson, Nick Brown. He reads every one of them so well, and they're all such different players, and yet he knows where they're going to be, and he lobs that pass at just the right time. Just one of the best guards that has come through Trinity Valley.
And yeah, it looks so easy, especially when you're thinking about what you're saying. Every player on the floor, they all got a different, unique skill set. Doobie's a power guy. This guy's more elusive. This guy's quicker. But he seems to find the mark and puts it right there. 12-5 the score, 16:02 to go. Tay Jackson at the free throw line missed that one.
But Delepso Blanco kept that alive and got a three-point attempt by Diedrich.
That's last touched by number 12, Alden Kelly Jr.
But Blanco really did a great job of getting a hand on the ball, though, and keeping that possession alive after the missed free throw.
So Luckett's going to check into the ball game. Normally that would probably be Clarence Williams in the rotation. He's out today. And Luckett will have a chance to make his mark. Also, Foot on the floor, and
Doobie Thomas is now in the game.
In the ball game as well. Nice drive. Going to draw the foul with 15:33 to go. First half of play. Any surprise to you at the pace of this ball game? It's kind of what we expected.
It's absolutely what we expected. Of course, the Cardinals are kind of beating the Cavs at their own game because the Cardinals have a couple of three-pointers now, and the Bipsy's just got the one. But the Cardinals up comfortably, well, I say comfortably up 12-5 early on, and get this free throw to fall by Adonis Foot. We should mention, Tim, that the Cardinals only have one game remaining after today in the regular season. They're off on Wednesday while the women are at Glenn, and the Cardinals close out a week from today at Parish in a game that you will be calling on KCKL.
Yeah, Paris will finalize the regular season for the Cardinals. They've got big dreams for this 2014-2015 campaign. Loveso working hard on the defensive end. Good closeout from Doobie, but doesn't phase Kelly. Nice shot from Alden Kelly Jr.
That's his second three-pointer of the game.
And the basket. Adonis Foot driving hard. Goes up, puts it off the glass. Now has a chance for the three-point play.
So a chance to complete the and one for Adonis Foot. He's got 3 points early on in the game. And now with 4.
Aldonis had a huge game the other night in Navarro as he really came on strong off the bench and got the Cards lit up. Foul coming here. It's going to be 2 free throws. Calling that on Aldonis Foot.
Well, I'm very impressed, Tim. We're here, we're 5 minutes into the game, and neither team has turned the ball over yet, and we got a 17-8 game, so as fast a pace as we're playing, both teams are doing a great job of maintaining the basketball.
Good point. And there's a missed free throw. When you're coming in on the road against a heavily favored opponent, last thing you can afford to do is miss at the line. Second one on its way is good. So Baptiste 1 of 2.
Now with 3 points in the game.
Dedrick Basil driving traffic around here. Swinging it around. Thought about the 3. They're going to set it up now. Why not? Right on target is Basil for the three-pointer.
That's his second three-pointer of the game, and there's Basil with a deflection. Goes out of bounds off of Dedrick.
That's the thing about Dedrick. I think that when you look at him, he's not just offense, not just assist, not just steals. He's all of those things. It's the complete package.
No doubt about that.
6 points early going for him. Luckett closing out, but not in time as he's there, but Antoine Baker puts that one through.
3 3-pointers now for the game for Bipsy.
Blanco thought about trying to force and then goes back around left side. And that's probably what they're going to do here. Nice slash. Dunk was not put away. It was another good look, though. Driving, gets the penetration, then puts it up. Did not finish.
Again, Dedrick knew he was going to be there. Cardinals have got to defend beyond the arc. There's just no question about that because that's where the shots are coming from tonight.
There was a long 3. That was from the U on court, on Leon Spencer court. Travel called here, so we'll have our first turnover, Tim, and we're going to have our first media timeout. You are watching Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Without all-wheel drive, it's the end of the world. With Dodge all-wheel drive, it's just snow. We are Dodge, and we are never neutral.
And with a 20-12 lead, the Cardinals bring out the pressure and trying to work here. They will get a steal off the deflection from Basil. Foot driving. He's going to the free throw line here. Right out of that timeout, you saw Coach Ballman draw it up, and they come out and force the turnover.
And the thing about Aldonis is, too, Aldonis can go to the free throw line a lot because Aldonis is always going to attack the basket. He's really not fearful of anything with that 6'5" frame of his, and he's not a big wide body, but he's got a great body control in traffic, and he's not afraid to take some contact inside.
6'6", 210, but doesn't hit the first free throw. Got another one coming. You're exactly right, though. He gets to the basket well. Finishes a lot of times, has a chance for that three-point play, but in this circumstance, they made sure that wasn't going to happen.
Aldonis with 5 points now in the game.
It's that second one to fall, so the Cards up by 9. Trapped in the corner, they'll get it over the line and set it up to go right side. Nice board for the Cards. Basil driving in traffic, hangs up, shoots, scores for Trinity Valley.
Diedrich with 8 points now.
Well, he's a ball hawk all over the floor there. Knocked it away again, right on cue. Here comes Aldonis Foot going up for the layup. He was going to jam that home. I think the last second he kind of lost his footing there on that plant foot.
He made the right decision.
Yeah. You heard a little bit of awe from the crowd because they ooh and ah with those dunks. Nice drive that time. Rainbow falls for number 12, Alvin Kelly Jr.
He's got 8 points and he averages 10.2 on the season.
He's off to a good start here. The shot won't go.
Luckett missed that three-pointer. Don't see him shoot a lot of threes.
There's an opportunity that good decision or good control to keep that ball out of their hands. Cards will get that. Here comes Basil. Pass back over to the big fella. Doobie can't get it to fall. Luckett gets a shot. Now a tie-up. And that will favor Trinity Valley.
I'll tell you what, Doobie has showed some great finesse there. We don't use the word finesse with Doobie very often because Doobie was going to draw a charge if he goes up with the thunder that he usually goes up with. And I thought he did a great job of kind of pulling back just a little bit. He missed the shot, but he didn't get the foul called.
Yes, just kind of knowing the situation. Good job there from Thomas.
And Diedrich trying to catch a blow here for the Cardinals as Melvin Swift missed the dunk.
Boy, Swift was going up strong there. Could not finish going over the top. That shot was way off. Hagagall splits a defender.
He did do that.
Gets kind of bounced around like he's playing bumper pull. Knocks down the three-pointer. Sheldon Hagagall from the right side of that arch. Makes it look easy, doesn't he?
He does, and that's his second three-pointer of the game.
That won't go. Tay Jackson with the rebound. Devontae up the floor to Hagagall. Into the ball game now. Minutes for Ladarian Choice. Choice Hagagall. Now the shot won't go. Devontae.
Oh, yeah, Nick Brown does a great job of getting the rebound.
Yeah, Nick over there right on that sideline kept his balance and his footing. So under 11 to go in the first half of play. It's 28-14. Kept alive by Devontae. Melvin Swift will get it back to Choice. Trying to get that screen. Kick out. And the three-pointer won't go. Over the top, Melvin Swift.
Yeah, and Sheldon kind of forced that one just a little bit. He was pretty closely guarded. I did to his defense. I didn't see how much time was left on the shot clock, but still, Cardinals with full court pressure defense.
See if they can force a turnover here. Everybody's working hard, but they get beyond the timeline, so they'll set it up with a 14-point deficit. Wow, tried to shoot or make a move before he gathered it in. Goes out of bounds into the band over on that left baseline.
That's now 4 turnovers for Bossier Parish as Bossier Parish uses a timeout. I should mention that Joe St. Andre's in his 6th season as Bossier Parish head coach, but he's a 40-year coaching veteran. And of course, Chris Ballman's in his 3rd year at Trinity Valley, led the Cardinals to an Elite 8 finish at the national tournament last year, led Garden City to the national tournament in 2006. So he's no stranger to the national tournament, and he's trying to get back for a 3rd time in his career and 2nd time in 3 years here at Trinity Valley.
And you know, as you look at Hutchinson, it's a ways down the road. But what is it? What is the? It's 2 different teams, especially in JUCO. It's a year to year can be a different team. But what does it mean for a team that's trying to get back there a 2nd time in your estimation? I mean, the Lady Cards they're so heralded and expected, but it's a big step.
Well, you look at it, Trinity Valley's been playing basketball since 1946. They've never done it. So that shows you that it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
The Lady Cardinals kind of have made it look easy, but it's not easy to do. And boy, Coach Bauman has just really done a great job here at Trinity Valley in his 3rd season.
Well, they showed that the other night on the road in a hostile environment there at Navarro and just handled the Bulldogs. Navarro's got a strong program, but They brought out all the bells and whistles. It was red out. They had the parking lot party beforehand. And
they honored the Corsicana High School district championship team, so that drew some extra folks in there.
They tried to give me a hot dog that I almost bid on, but I abstained. And I'll do it from the Cards. So here's the quick pass down the floor, trying to set it up. Under 10 to go in the first half, and they've run into a tough Cardinal defense.
Well, the 3-pointers just haven't fallen on a regular basis for Bossier Parish. They've now got just 3 on the game.
And I've noticed that they've really taken away even the chance for those shots as we've extended the defense out. Now they're kind of going more on the inside game, but that's not working either.
Cardinals aren't knocking down a lot of shots right now either.
Well, this is one of those points in the game where Coach Chris Bauman and his assistants say, "Come on, let's take advantage of what they're giving us here."
Of course, there's a lot of offense not on the floor right now for the Cardinals too.
A lot of guys getting some looks that normally aren't getting a lot of PT. Here's a drive from Hagagall, had it knocked away out of bounds.
That's the 5th turnover now for Bossier Parish, and just like that, Preston Anderson and Diedrich Baszler are going to check back into the game. So you want to talk about some instant offense coming in. There's a bunch of it right there.
Yeah, and this will give the Cardinals plenty of firepower. Anderson into the ballgame, knocks down a 3-pointer on cue. Right, Benny, did they give you the cliff notes there? To say, okay, now use this line here, because that is about as well executed as you can. Check in, hit the 3. There's a steal from Basil. Left-handed pass up front to Anderson. He's going up strong, and he's fouled. And good effort there by Rudy Jones to keep him from falling and injuring himself.
Yeah, it absolutely was. It showed some good sportsmanship there. And just like that, you saw the immediate impact that both Anderson and Diedrich made into the game. One with the 3-pointer, the other with the steal. That's going to lead to Preston getting a chance to hit 2 free throws now.
So with Preston Anderson, the player out of KU at the free throw line.
Has 4 points now in the game. Ronald Johnson for the Cardinals is making his first appearance in the game.
He's a freshman out of Houston. 6-footer will get a few moments to go here with 8:39 left in the first half. Final home game of the year for the Cardinals.
And the crowd has really filled in tonight. I've just been impressed here now as night has fallen on the Central Time Zone.
There's an errant pass given chase, saved it. Anderson will take control. Here come the Trinity Valley Cardinals. Up by 19. Too hot down the baseline.
That required a little bit more finesse than Devontae put on that pass.
Yeah, as Nick runs by him, he gave him the look like, I'm tall, but not that tall. There's a steal and a basket from Diedrich Basil, getting to the rim.
Diedrich with 10 points now.
Nice closing out by the defense, coming working hard. 94 feet of D for the Cards this evening. Long 3. is off the mark.
So that's a problem with a three-point shooting team. If you're not hitting those shots and you've got a team like the Cardinals you're playing, you can shoot yourself out of it like really quick.
There's Basil. He takes the three. Well, I thought that was going in again.
He was going for the dagger.
Nice take to the hoop, and that ball rolls off. That was just suspended there for a couple of moments. 2 free throws coming here.
Yeah, that will send Chance Chambers to the free throw line. The young man is averaging 17.4 points a game. In the first meeting, he led Bossier Parish in the first meeting against the Cardinals with 14 points. The Cardinals won that game down in Bossier City 86-65. We're actually at a better, faster clip, scoring clip than that right now on the Cardinal side of it anyway.
Yeah, the Cards are definitely pushing that pace. 35-15 our score. It's good, makes it a 19-point lead. So Delepso Blanco brings it up the floor. Talked to him after the ball game the other night in Corsicana and asked him, I said, did you see when you put the fear of God in one of those cheerleaders? He jumped, and there's not much room there between the basket and the wall. And one of the young ladies her eyes were as big as the basketball as he's coming. He said, yeah, I was going right at her. Great night on the road in Corsicana the other night, and they look strong tonight as that shot did not fall, but they forced the turnover here.
That's 9 turnovers now for Bossier Parish. Cardinals with 3 in the game.
Yeah, the Cardinals are getting an opportunity to play a lot of guys now.
And you'll notice too that Diedrich's probably not going to play near as much. He'll play. I'm not suggesting that, but you've got to start thinking about, okay, we got a week off, give my point guard a chance to really. They're going to call basket interference there. I think that was going to go in.
Yeah, it's one of those plays where Devontae.
We have our next media timeout, and you are watching Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
At the river mouth, the bears catch only the tastiest, most tender salmon, which is exactly what we at John West want. John West endured the worst to bring you the best.
Welcome back. Leon Spencer Court in Athens on the campus of Trinity Valley College. Tim Howard along with Benny Rogers here with Cardinals up 19. Bringing the press.
Full court pressure defense by the Cardinals.
Well, that ball probably felt like it took forever to come down. With the Cardinals closing in, they forced the shot. Rebounded by Jackson. Anderson's shot is going to be no good. Rebound taken by the Cavaliers.
When you're up 21 and you're 19 and you're going for those threes, you're really trying to go for that dagger. You're trying to really just stick it to them then.
Put that pressure on them and, get them out of this mentally as well as physically.
No doubt, yeah. And just since early on, Bossier just hasn't hit any of those threes. Now, they do have 4 and 5 in the game. Oh, excuse me, I'm looking at the wrong side. They've got 3 in the game, but those were all early on, Tim.
And the Card's going to turn it over with a traveling here.
That's 4 turnovers for the Cardinals. It's going to bring LaDarian Choice back into the game to direct the offense.
So LaDarian out there as well as Johnson, Anderson, Brown, and Jackson for the Cards. 6 minutes left in the first half. Up comfortably. Block, nicely done. Tried to head fake Brown. He'd have none of it. Nice reverse layup choice to Johnson for the finish.
Credit Nick Brown with that, though. He started that break with the block. Very nice block.
Yeah, Brown did not bite on that head fake and made him pay. 5.5 to go now. Air ball that is controlled that time by Baker.
Well, you see every time down, Chris Ballman is at the end of the bench with his hands up every time the ball goes beyond the three-point arc. When his hands up, don't give him a free shot. And it's really been working since early on in this game.
There was a point. Yeah, they did it there with a shot clock violation.
Boy, just a great job of defending that time by the Cardinals. My goodness.
And going back to that Wednesday night game, I saw that same posture from Coach. There were several key moments in that game. He did the hands, and they've all bought in. That defense is working hard.
Oh, it absolutely is, and the Cardinals are giving up 59.4 a game, and that's a little bit misleading because that's on the season. In conference play, there's probably been slightly under that, to be honest with you.
So as they're working now offensively, they're going to try and close this half out. Well, that's not the way you want to close it out, but still the final 5 minutes here up big, and Basil's about to come back on.
Cardinals get the turnover on the steal back, and then there's another turnover.
Foul coming here on, not sure who they'll whistle this one on. It will be on Choice.
It's going to send to the free throw line number 5, Rudy Jones, who has not scored in the game.
And with that open week coming up, they'll be off on Wednesday. It is good if they could finish this half out really strong, get some early rest for some of those guys down the stretch, and give them, in essence, a
full week
full
off.
Week off.
Yeah. No doubt about it. And you've got to go to Parish and play at a place where they're trying to secure a spot. I forget the standings. I think they're trying to secure a spot in the regional tournament, but they're playing at home. Their sophomores' last game at home next Saturday.
Right.
So, coming off a huge win today against Navarro.
Yeah, and they are definitely feeling good about themselves at this point in the season.
And you got to remember last year, Parish was the number 1 seed at the regional tournament. The Cardinals were the 2nd seed.
If my memory serves correct, they took care of the Cardinals.
And they played in the championship game, correct.
Yeah, and so the Trinity Valley want to finish this half out very strong. 4:18, good drive shot from Johnson.
Oh!
A basket. And one coming here.
How about the little Ronald Johnson, a 6-foot freshman out of Houston, Texas, maybe the heir apparent to Dedrick Basil?
Well, I like Nunny's move there. I tell you what, that was a strong finish from the Houstonian, the 6-foot freshman, Ronald Johnson.
He's got 4 points in the game, a chance for 5, and he gets it.
Gets that one to go. 4:15 and counting.
All Cardinals.
Yeah, they've owned this half from start to finish. Shot on the way, won't go. Pulled down by Doobie. Out to Basil, coming left. Skip pass over to Johnson. Three-pointer from the corner. It's money for number 2, Melvin Swift.
Melvin is not shy about pulling the trigger.
He gets that one to fall. Now 43-16. 3:45 to go. Baseline jumper. It's not going to fall. Over the back coming here. Going to foul. Taken by Dadrion Knoll.
Well, we mentioned the first time around, folks, the Cardinals defeated Bossier Parish 86-65. Cardinals are now going to be at the free throw line for the 1-and-1. At halftime of that game in Bossier City, Tim, the score was 49-33. So look, you compare the two versus today, and you can see where the difference is.
Big out performance or possessions from start to finish by the Cardinals. I think that defense has had a lot to do with it. They've worked the perimeter, forced them to miss those long threes, and then got some easy baskets in transition. We got Basil out there running that show, throwing those alley-oops, dishing off. Boy, it makes it easy to get to the basket.
Lucky knocks down the first free throw.
First free throw is good. Another one coming here. Luckett 2 for 2. You want to make the most of your opportunities in the ballgame, hit those free throws. Love seeing that. As Johnson and Luckett both coming through. Now a foul, 2 free throws coming here.
Well, Melvin Swift thought he got the block, and he did get the block, but he got a lot of body too, so they're going to charge him with the foul, and it's going to send to the free throw line number 20, David Holmes, a 6'4 freshman out of Shreveport.
So with 3:32 to go here, it's the second foul of the half for Swift.
First points by David Holmes.
Holmes got a chance to finish this one off here. Gets his first point of the evening. Gets the roll to fall there. Coming on for Bossier Parish, it's going to be David Holmes checking out, and into the ball game, Antoine Baker.
Of course, this is our last webcast on the Cardinal Sports Network. Last home game of the season.
Turnover coming. They're going to drive the basket. Block. Foul coming.
Yeah, Ronald Johnson got a lot of body on that one.
And while we got a second here, I don't want to miss the opportunity to say how much fun I've had being a part of the Cardinal broadcast, Cardinal Sports Network. It's just been a lot of fun. Appreciate all those tuning in. It's a 45-18 lead. Cardinals big over Bossier Parish with a timeout.
Yeah, it's been all Cardinals as we got a 30-second timeout charge to Bossier Parish as Coach St. Andre has got some questions about what's going on one end of the floor versus the other end of the floor. Just wanted to point out the inequality as he sees it.
You said he's a 4-decade veteran. He's had a few discussions through the years, you can imagine, and he's making his point.
Made his point without raising a fuss.
Yeah.
He goes and takes his seat, and his assistant coach has the team prepared during the discussion in the timeout, and we're back to play.
Yeah, with a little over 3 minutes to go here, they got free throws coming. Chance to cut it to a 25-point Cardinal lead.
That sounds crazy to say, doesn't it?
Yeah. First one is good.
Chambers now has 3 points, all on free throws.
Now 4 for 4 on the afternoon. Makes it a 45-20 lead, Trinity Valley. Blanco comes right. Now they work it left. Gonna set up. Thought they're going down low to Doobie. Taking their time, very patient with the ball.
Oh.
They're traveling before the shot, so.
That's going to be 8 turnovers now against the Cardinals here in the first half.
It's like the foot might have got stopped and tripped on the resurfacing. Good floor out here, by the way. Driving to the basket. Block underneath from Doobie. And a tie-up. That arrow favors Trinity Valley. No, I'm sorry. That is going to be Bipsy's ball.
Well, there was a lot of contact made there, but Doobie got enough of a hand on the ball, though the official kind of didn't give you any credit to that.
Little surprised there that there wasn't a body foul. That pass was, I think that's Baxter over there in the stands. I think they threw the ball to Jarvis. He's not wearing a number today. The turnover will go.
Otherwise, he would have caught it.
Did get to talk to him the other night, and he said, you know what, he's feeling good, and the knee's feeling good, the leg, and he's ready to go represent down at South Florida.
Yeah.
So good luck to him and all those Cardinals that are going to be moving on. Some have already done so. So 2:45 to go in the half. It's going to be Choice pass off shot. Bush in the ball game. Jacoby saved that ball. Delepso at the point.
With the exception of Blanco, this is a future lineup on the floor right here.
Yeah, there's a lot of young bodies. Shot on the way, won't go. Could not get that to fall. So with a little over 2 to go, it's a 25-point lead still. Kind of been stuck on that 45 for a while as Trinity Valley.
Thing about it is, if you're Bossier Parish, all you got to do is knock down a couple of threes, and it changes the entire complexion of the game. At this point, Bossier just like to throw out any kind of shot.
I was going to say, somebody has put a cover over the basket during one of the timeouts. It's what they got to be thinking. They haven't had much success on anything falling for them here of late. Choice on the drive. Pass. Boy, awkward landing. He is helped up by Swift as well.
He took a
hard
fall.
Yeah. free throw, but not 2 shots as he was passing. So it's the 1-and-1 free throw coming here.
Well, it's a hard-earned 1-and-1.
Yeah, he's still trying to stretch and get the cobwebs out there after being just somersaulted there. Free throw on its way, won't go, missed it, but Luckett with a save on the rebound. Blanco for 3.
Halfway down. The shot was halfway down.
Boy, that hurts. I'd already put that one in the books, so I got to get some white out. 3-pointer on the other end. It's good. You talked about that, Benny. It does change the way things are going, and Kelly's had a nice half.
3 3-pointers.
Threw that one away. Forced it down the left side behind him. So not much that Swift could do with that ball.
It just changes the complexion of things. I mean, the 3-pointer does. You cannot, I don't matter who's on the floor, you got to keep defending against the 3.
So they'll set it up with a little over a minute to go here. Still 20 on the shot clock for Dipsy. Long 3. Won't go. Cleared out this time by Jacoby Bush. Choice now over to Swift. That ball went up almost to the rafters here.
9 turnovers for the Cardinals. And that's going to be called a charge.
Good footwork there to get in front of the ball. Draws the charge. That is going to be against Chance Chambers.
13 turnovers now against the Cavaliers.
So Luckett and Ladarian Choice coming down the floor here, getting instruction from Coach Chris Ballman.
9 Cardinals have scored in this game already.
Nice drive, draws the foul. Shot's going to be no good, but 2 free throws coming here.
Yeah, DeLipso did a great job of making his mind up. He was going to go, put up the shot, didn't get it to fall, draws the foul. We have a chance to hit 2 free throws here. He's scoreless in the game so far.
DeLipso is, it's hard to get on the floor when you got Basil and Hagel working up and down that floor, but he's made the most of his opportunities this year. 6'2", sophomore from Newark. Gets that one too.
And a member of last year's team that went and finished in the Elite 8.
Yeah, that's part of that record season for the Cards. I mean, you talk about not being able to get up and down there very often. Here's a nice pass. Choice going to alley-oop. Going up and getting it and slamming it through. Melvin Swift, assist from Ladarian Choice.
Melvin loves to slam the ball home. Now, I mean, most players do. Melvin really does, okay?
And if I could do it, I would love it just as much as he does. He gets up there, and there's a shot that won't go to end the half. It is 49-23. Trinity Valley cruising here at the end of the first half.
And we'll step away real quickly and have a performance by the Cardettes on the other side. And welcome back to Leon Spencer Cordette Cardinal Gym, where we are at halftime of this Region 14 Conference men's basketball game. And the Cardinals, the 7th-ranked team in the nation, the hottest team in the league for sure, and one of the hottest teams in the nation, currently leads Bossier Parish by a score of 49-23. I'm Benny Rogers along with Tim Howard. And Tim, as we come back in here to Leon Spencer Cordette Cardinal Gym at halftime, simply put, it's just been all Cardinals.
Yeah, you and I were discussing before the game about 3-pointers. The Cardinals have owned that.
They have. The Cardinals have hit 6 3-pointers, and Bossier hit 3, and all of those were in the opening minutes of the game, so none since then for the most part. I take that back. They did get one late to get up to 4. They do have 4. That's correct.
That's how that big distance between the two on the scoreboard, because out of that they got to inside out game trying to get inside. They couldn't get anything to fall there, and a lot of that has to do with the white and red trim of Trinity Valley out there. They're working hard all up and down the floor, getting a chance to play a lot of guys who haven't had many opportunities. So Coach Bauman going deep into the bench today, getting some rest. We mentioned Clarence Williams he didn't even dress for the competition today. And Swift has had a lot of opportunities. Luckett playing a lot as well.
Well, you've had 9 different Cardinals scored in the first half, and of course they were led by Dedrick Basil with 10. Sheldon Hagagul had 8. Aldonis Foot had 7. Melvin Swift had 5. Nikolai Brown 2. Delepso Blanco 2. Ronald Johnson 5. Jerry Luckett Jr. 2, and Preston Anderson 5. So 9 scores in the first half is something that you definitely want to see, especially when you're going deep into your bench because you've got the game under control. As we get ready to start back here in the second half, we're about a minute away from that. Bossier Parish was led in the first half. Now, Aldon Kelly Jr., he had 11 points, and 3 of them had 3 3-pointers.
Trinity Valley is in that huddle before they break the second half. I think one thing that Coach Bauman will remind them is, hey, let's not let this team have, any kind of confidence. Let's worry about everything that we do. Let's be polished, look sharp, be sharp, and put this thing away so that we go next week. We're off Wednesday. We don't want to go into Paris with a sloppy second half. This game, more than likely, is going to be a Cardinal game if they don't fall completely off the map here. But
you were talking about wearing black at school the next day or something or morning.
Yeah.
But real quickly, the Cardinals, except for one game I can think of, have come out and started strong in the second half of just about every game this year. And if they do that here today, it'll be just cleanup time the rest of the way.
So with the ball coming in, it will be Cardinal basketball to start here at Cardinal Gymnasium. It's a 26-point lead at the break. 49-23. On the floor for the Cards, Hagagul, Anderson, Basil. The 3 on the way won't go. Brown and Jackson.
Yeah, the 5 that started the game for the Cardinals.
Original 5 back on the floor. 1 and done. Rebound, Brown to Basil. Here's a thought about the 3. Now he'll get it over to Diedrich. His shot won't go. Those guys have not been really in the flow of things today. It's been so up and down the floor with different bodies. So not the normal rotation, needless to say.
Absolutely, and you won't see much of the normal rotation, I'm sure, in the second half. I'm sure Coach Bauman wants to see let his team get off to a good start and a good feel, and then if they do continue to pull away, you'll see probably less and less of some of the frontline players.
So there's a basket underneath. Cardinals will bring it back down the floor with Basil at the driver's seat.
Baker now has 5 points for the Cavaliers.
Long 3, left corner won't go.
Now, if you're the Cardinals, you don't want to come up and just start firing up threes. I mean, and let the Cavs have a chance to shoot themselves right back into the game.
That's for sure.
I know that sounds far-fetched, and it probably really is, but at the same time, you can't just come down and fire up threes. Now, they're getting good looks to their credit.
Right, and their defense is being pretty good as well, keeping the Cavs away from the basket, so they're having to earn their way. Nice drive pass to Brown. He'll set it back up. They'll do so with 20 on the shot clock. Long 3, right side. It's money time. Take it to the bank there for number 15, Sheldon Hagagul.
His 3rd 3-pointer of the game, and he has 11 points now.
There's a good take. Going to have to adjust the shot, though, with the presence of Brown there.
And he did make him change that shot.
Quick basket on the other end for Sheldon. Get the assist to Basil.
Hagagul now with 13 points.
Got another steal. Here's going to be a opportunity to get the finger roll for Diedrich Basil.
Diedrich's got 12 points. The first game against Bossier Parish, he had 17. The Cards were led that day by Hagagul with 18, and Doobie had 13.
56-25, now a 31-point lead. Basil gets the rebound and turns it up. Aguirre goes to the glass, scores, and is fouled.
Well, there's no other way to say it, but Diedrich Basil's the man. I mean, he's the man.
Yeah, it's time for walk-up music for basketball. And I know the perfect song for Diedrich. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. But maybe we could do it at the free throw line.
So you did that because you knew there's no way in heck I knew that song.
Well, don't ask me who
I was going through my country repertoire trying to come up with something.
Well, I don't know that George Strait might have thought about doing that one, but it probably wasn't his favorite one of the. There's a shot on the way. It wouldn't go, but the foul now.
going to go against Preston Anderson.
So with the Cards coming out looking strong here in this second half, you can't help but think about, okay, we've got one more game after this one's done, and then it's conference tournament time, regional tournament. And, you know, it's going to be a fun team to watch play over the next few weeks.
Well, it definitely is. They've been the hottest team since the return from the holiday break. I mean, you just look at their winning streak and what they've done and the teams they've beaten and the road wins they've come up with, and it's just been highly impressive what the Cardinals are doing, and it's you can just know and you can recognize they're playing at a very high level and not just one that can get you to the national tournament, but can make you a factor if you do get to the national tournament.
I would agree with that. There's a three-pointer on the way, would not go. Knocked away, though, Foot with good hustle, and he will crash into that goal underneath.
Thank goodness it's padded.
Well, he was right up on it, just flying down the floor to get to that one. Insult to injury as it's going to still be Cavs basketball. Jump shot won't go. Foot with the rebound.
Well, shots just haven't fallen for Bossier Parish, even some uncontested shots that they've had.
I was looking over at the coaching staff there. They shared a couple of moments like, I can't believe we just aren't hitting anything, and just the shoulder shrug of, what do you do? There's a long three-pointer. Put that one down. Basil, he's done it time and time again and continues here in the second half tonight.
His third three-pointer, he's up to 17 points. He had 17 points in the first win against Bossier Parish.
That one is off the mark, knocked away from Delepso, and then Brown gets tangled up with number 42, Edens Jean Baptiste. So Basil will sit. Hagergo coming back into the game.
61-26, Cardinals.
Trinity Valley leading big here. Kind of has it on autopilot right now.
Oh, no doubt about that, Tim.
Getting a lot of mileage out of the whole team tonight. Going to have a lot of opportunities to get some more bodies in as this one goes along. Pass underneath. Expecting Nick to attack the basket. He was kind of staying outside the lane there, so flat-footed when he couldn't get to that one.
That's the 10th turnover now for the Cardinals. Bossier Parish has 15.
If you're the Cardinals, you want to finish this half solid and go into next week's game just being really sharp and feeling good about things.
Cardinals led 49-23 at the half.
Shot on the way, won't go.
As I said, it was a wide-open shot.
Yeah, that's uncontested. Here's Hager. Up the basket, score it! And a three-point opportunity coming on the and one here. It's going to be on number 12. Foul will be called against Alden Kelly Jr.
Sheldon's going to go to the free throw line with 15 points, and I mentioned in the first game against Bossier Parish, he led the Cardinals with 18.
You also talked with me off mic about at halftime, Cardinals were right about the same clip on their side of things. Now, Bossier Parish 10 points less.
Yeah, no doubt. It was 49-33 at Bossier, and it was 49-23 here today.
The three-point completion is good. Got the basket and the foul. So nice finish there from Sheldon. Cards rolling here this afternoon. Actually, this evening now. Here's a three-pointer on the way. Scoring the basket. Sheldon Hagergall, number 15 from the right side. Lighting it up for Trinity Valley.
Now has 18 points. 19 points, rather.
Foot with hands in the air, defense. He was kind of trapped in no man's lane. He would have had to foul him. He's not going to do that, give him the three-point opportunity. So with a basket on the other end, the Cards come down and launch a three. He puts that one through. So let me make up for that defensive two I gave up, and I'll get us one extra. Gets a three-pointer.
It's kind of like target practice now.
Well, they're just knocking them down left and right. There's a good look. Wide shot from Alden Kelly. Kelly had a good first half.
He's now got 14 points, and he's got 4 3-pointers in the game. He came into the game with 55 3-pointers.
There's Aldonis on the drive.
Attacking like we talked about in the first half.
Nice explosion from the left side that time.
12 points.
Gets a steal here on the defensive end. They try to go over the top. Here's Aldonis in the paint. They're going to get him for steps. He looks over at Doobie and was pointing in the air. I'm going to go for the home run pass to you there.
And we're at our media timeout, and you are watching Cardinal basketball on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. One of the highest rated two-year colleges in America by the Aspen Institute and Smart Asset, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Register now for spring or visit tvcc.edu for more information.
Talked about the fact that the Cardinals are playing at a high level. They continue that high level of energy today, and have done so without, the full, or actually more of the squad on the floor than they've had in the regular rotation. They're looking good again tonight. Big 72-31. Here's a collapsing defense. Thought about a three. Good closeout from Haggergault to readjust. Now finally launches that.
Man.
Thomas on the rebound.
Chambers threw that one up from over here in front of us.
I was going to say, I think you had a better look at it. He was a little farther out than you. Here's a shot, or passed up the shot. Aldonis will launch it. This one is off.
Aldonis got a little greedy on that one.
He did not look back at the bench when he went down. That's a sophomore, definitely there. He does not want to make eye contact with Coach Paulman right now in that situation. Knows that he did. Probably takes ill-advised shot. Of course, they're up big here, so he could probably get away with it a little more often than in any other ball game. Long three. Guess who again? Number 12, Alden Kelly.
17 points, 5 3-pointers.
17 on the night. This time it's going to be Delepso Blanco to Sheldon Haggergault for three. One and done. Carnes now getting back defensively. Shot from the left baseline won't go. They have some new bodies on the floor for the Cardinals. Foot goes to the basket. He's going to get the basket, count it, and go into the free throw line. And 5 new Cardinals coming into this ball game after the free throw.
Aldonis now with 14 points on the game. I was looking back, Tim, on the Cardinals' game-by-game results, and if you wonder how many times they've topped the 100-point mark this year, it's only been twice. 109-63 over the Texas Storm and 130-67 over the Houston Blaze back in November.
What was that score? 130?
67, yeah.
That's almost NBA All-Star game kind of defense. 130. So the free throw is good from Foot. He'll sit, and here comes Swift on the floor. So now it is Swift, Brown, Johnson, Choice, and Bush in the game for Trinity Valley. Thought about a three. They'll get it over to a guy who knows his way around the three-point arch.
Now with up to 20 points and 6 3-pointers.
Goodness gracious. He's on fire in the second half, Alden Kelly.
Averages 10.2 on the season scoring-wise. He had 11 points in the first meeting with the Cardinals.
Shot on the way, it won't go. Rebound. Just think about it. If he's not on the floor, you're looking at 17 points from Bipsy otherwise.
Absolutely. That puts it in perspective for you. Kind of what kind of shooting night they've had as well.
Alley-oop. Bush on the finish. Bush to the basket. Now blocked away by Brown.
Boy, Nick Brown went skyborne there and got that one.
Nikolai looking good on that take. From Mandeville, Jamaica, the 6'10 sophomore goes up to swat that away.
Did a nice job.
77-37 Trinity Valley leading here.
It's great to see the Cardinals maintain their intensity, even when they have got some new rotations on the floor, new substitution patterns, if you will. And these kids out here are all wanting plenty of air time, play time, because they know they are the future of the Cardinal basketball program, because everyone out there now is a freshman with the exception of Nick Brown.
Yeah, there's a lot of youth on that floor. So here's a drive. Thought about taking it in. Now kick out pass won't go. Brown back to Swift. His shot's good from the left baseline.
Melvin now with 7 points in the game. He averages 7.2 on the season.
Yeah, Swift did a good job to readjust the shot, saw the defense coming, and he just made it happen. Nice job. There's a rebound. Choice, alley-oop, and one, possibly. No, the foul keeps him from getting the jam. The other night in Navarro, it was clear that the Bulldogs were not going to give up any alley-oops after a couple of them. Yeah. And they just decided, hey, we're not going to guard the basket. We will block out. Blanco took it to the hole a few times. Basil took it, but they had made a decision. We're not going to get dunked on anymore. We gave up about 15 points on layups, but no more alley-oops. And Coach Lenders was not happy about that either. So it's a free throw shooting coming now for number 2, Melvin Swift. Hits the second one as well.
Now has 9 points in the game.
81-37. Going to the basket, and a foul coming on. Is this going to be Choice or Brown? It's going to be on Ladarian Choice.
And here's the thing to the officials' credit. I mean, they see what's happening in this game, and they're not going to blow the whistle unless it's just something very obvious, is the way it appears to me. And
yeah.
As long as it doesn't get out of control or get anybody hurt, they're not going to let that happen. But,
and that is fortunate if you have that situation when you because a lot of times, the right thing to do is just, swallow the whistle. Don't be blowing it on every.
I'm all for it in this kind of game.
It's 81-37 now after the second free throw. Makes it 81-38. Pass down low. Look how far he was back down. Brown did a great job. Got the ball with a foot on top of the semicircle under the basket.
That's going to send Nick Brown to the free throw line. Nick's got 2 points in the game, but he's been pretty active in the game defensively. And I know 2 good blocks he's got. I think he might even draw a charge early in the game, too.
Free throw on its way. Count that one for the sophomore. Gives him his 3rd point of the evening.
Can't get this one to fall, though.
No, that is stolen by Choice. Stolen the pass by Bush to the basket. He landed awkwardly, grabbing that right side of back area, went into the stands. Johnson going to walk away and try and stretch out a little bit before he goes to the free throw line. Well, that's a good steal, though, by Choice.
It's fun to look down on the end of the bench and see Doobie and Diedrich and Clarence and some of those sophomores down there enjoying it, though, and what's going on with the little freshmen out there on the floor.
Yeah, they are enjoying it. Gets the first one to go. Second one on the way is good.
So Johnson now up to 7 points.
Almost knocked that away. Ladarian, quick hands.
He is so quick.
Ball in the paint. Worked it all the way down to the glass. Going to get the foul now. I think, Benny, since we made our comment about not getting fouls, we've had about 4 in a row.
That's usually what happens when you bring it up. You just need to let it go is what you got to do, not say it.
We can hope it.
I would say, Tim, the thing I'm thinking I'm not going to say is, like if somebody's got a no-hitter going, you don't say anything about it.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of where we're at, though. 84-38. Trinity Valley, still a lot of time left. They are going to flirt with that triple digit. You think they'd be able to get to that, but we'll see. Shot on the way would not go. It's rebounded by Ronald Johnson. Choice to Swift for three. Count the basket. Melvin Swift.
Melvin with 12 points now, 2 3-pointers. Melvin's never been a 3-pointer that he didn't like.
And he loves to go for the dunk as well. There's the one slapped right back where it came from. Ronald Johnson, 2 hands on that ball. Now gets a steal in the corner. Out front to Johnson.
Look at these freshmen go.
Yeah, they're looking good out there, making some things happen. Handoff, Johnson, head fake, drive, and fouled. He's saying, I was shooting. Am I getting the free throws here? We'll see. Indeed, there will be free throws coming.
Yeah, it's about to be the bonus now for the Cardinals the rest of the way. Ronald Johnson looking for a double-digit scoring game with 7 points already.
Yeah, he's made the most of his opportunity.
And you know that's something that Chris Bauman is looking at, too, these freshmen that are getting to play. How are they going to perform? Yes, it's mop-up duty, but how are they going to perform? Let's get them on film. Let's get some extra things to evaluate other than what we see in practice or in game situation. Because, like I said, you're looking at the future of the Cardinal program out there on the floor.
Yeah, and this is very, very important times as you're thinking about. You've talked about how do you replace a Basil? What are you going to do with the Hagagol, Blanco, on and on it goes. Doobie. So you're seeing a bunch of oh, there's another one for sure. Alden Kelly, he may be a guy who's never seen a 3 he didn't like. He's knocking them down today.
He's got 7 3-pointers, and I hate to tell you this, but he's just a freshman.
He'll be back around.
He will be back.
Shot was no good. Now quickly down the floor. Good close there by Choice. Held it up extra long there for Bush to know that, yeah, I saw the big fella coming out, closing out. Makes no difference on me. He's got a good shot. Unfortunately, though, they are still half of what the Cards have right now.
Yeah, the problem is he's got 26 of the 44 points.
Nice oop and jam. The pass from Choice, the finish from Bush.
Cardinals at the 90 mark.
4 points in the evening for number 12, Jacoby Bush. That one's out of bounds. Boy, they're getting points in bunches now.
Well, you know, these freshmen are eating this opportunity up because they played behind sophomores all season for the most part. And here's a chance for them to get out there, show Coach Bauman and the staff what they can do in game situations.
Through the legs. Choice got down the floor. He's going to try and knock down the three-pointer. That's going in the highlight reel for that young man. That was excellent. Timeout. Oh, stepped out over there on the sideline, so that will be a foul coming here. Let's see who they whistle. That was, we do have an announcement coming here from the public address announce. Don't get on the floor. That just brought everybody out of their seat. They were on their edge of the seat already after the pass between the legs, and then goes down and gets the pass back for the long three. And it was all they could do to stay off the floor.
No doubt.
Fun times here at Cardinal Gym. Leon Spencer Court. Rebound, Luckett. Here he goes, right side, cannot control. Swift lost it. Long three the other way. This time it'll be rebounded. So Melvin Swift hauls it in. It's a 93-44 lead.
Alden Kelly Jr. with 26 points for.
Another three-pointer. Melvin Swift with that. Between the Cardinals and Alden Kelly Jr., right? Yeah. I didn't see threes in the forecast.
No.
I knew we had the snow and the ice and whatnot, but threes are definitely in the forecast for this one.
My goodness. Boy, just Melvin Swift now with 3 3-pointers, 15 points. It's just, this is crazy.
And actually, it was in the forecast. You talked about it the whole pregame, so I don't know what I was missing.
I was wondering if you were paying attention to it.
I was paying attention.
Okay.
I was paying attention. Just didn't see it on the big green screen. Pete Delkus did not mention that. So it's a 50-point lead, 96-46.
How many times have you ever said that?
Whew. Not very often. In fact, that may be first time for me. Nice dribble, 3 and 3. He dribbles his way free and then knocks down the 3. Look out. That is good stuff from the freshman out of Dallas, Texas, Ladarian Choice.
Future looks pretty bright at the guard position.
Boy, they're hitting it and lighting it up right now.
And we're going to have a media timeout with the Cardinals in control, 99-46. We'll be back on the other side to see the Cardinals break the 100-point barrier on the Cardinal Sports Network.
Finding success in life is a journey. Whatever road you're on, take the next step at Trinity Valley Community College. Whether you want to get new job skills, work toward a degree, or just take classes for fun, TVCC can design a plan just for you. One of the highest-rated two-year colleges in America by the Aspen Institute and Smart Asset, TVCC in Athens, Kaufman, Palestine, and Terrell delivers a quality, affordable education, and financial aid is available. Register now for spring or visit tvcc.edu for more information.
And welcome back to Leon Spencer Court here on the campus of Trinity Valley, Athens, Texas. Long three-pointer on the way. Won't go. Rebound from Swift. This possession could put the Cards over the century mark.
Well, I thought Ladarian was going to pull the trigger on a long-range 3 there. If he doesn't, Melvin will.
Here's a oop to get the dunk to put him over 100. It's now 101-46. Alley-oop on the other end. Nice adjustment on the ball by number 20, David Holmes.
So the Cardinals over the 100-point mark for the 3rd time this season.
And another oop dunk from number 23 to Swift or Jackson. Jackson knocks that away. Ladarius Choice to Swift, pass to Nunny, up and under, but there's a finish from Melvin Swift.
This reminds me of Showtime with the Lakers back in the day.
Boy, they're all over the place, up and down the floor, getting it, and it's Showtime nonetheless on both ends. Not a lot of D, but I don't know if our audience was able to see going to the break. The sophomores were letting those freshmen celebrating with them as they came to the sideline a while ago in the timeout. It was fun to watch.
Now it's starting looking like an NBA All-Star game in a lot of aspects.
It really, really is. Not any D on the floor. Kind of looks about to have, is this Jacoby coming back on the game? Jacoby Bush, he's going to get in, number 12 for Trinity Valley. 6'8" freshman out of Houston.
Devontae Jackson leaves with a big smile on his face, gets fist bumps from all the coaching staff and his teammates down there on the bench.
You want the opportunity, missed the front end here. You want the opportunity, though, to finish the season at home with a fun one like this, and they have definitely had a lot of fun out there today. Knocked on the floor, rolling around, finally picked up. Here's a chance for a dunk, and it will be put home by Holmes.
Everybody else had gone after the loose ball except one player, and he wound up getting a slam.
Scoots right to him. Ladarian with the ball on the right wing. Still 5 minutes left in this one here. Bucket, head fake, and drives, gets the finger roll to finish. Jerry Luckett Jr. on that one. Jacoby wrapped him up.
This is the crazy thing about basketball in this game. The Cardinals have got 107 points now, and the one person that has not scored is Doobie Thomas.
And that, I was about to say, don't tell me Johnson, because I didn't remember that Doobie got in any points today, which is, he's packed him on his back several times this year.
Oh, no doubt he has.
So that is a fun statistic there. Thomas hadn't got to even really sniff the floor today too much, other than that they took control of this so early on.
His services were not needed.
Well, I'm going to have to give me some shoes like Ladarian. There's another drive, but he could not get the pass up there to Jacoby. They're going to get another fast break, though. 3-on-1. Oop. And can't get the finish. And Cards got a little bit.
I'm telling you what, the crowd's enjoying as much as you can enjoy a blowout game like this. I mean, they're really getting into some play still here late into the game.
Well, you love to see that. A lot of times with a game like this, it's Snoozeville, but they're enjoying it and staying alive. In fact, they had to be told to stay off the court a while ago. They were out of their seats enjoying. Here's a drive going left. Basket not going to go, but a free throw coming here. 2 free throws for Ronald Johnson.
Yeah, there was a lot of bumping that went on there, and that foul you had to call that foul. 3:55 to go, 107-55 Cardinals.
Yeah, Trinity Valley just looking strong, and with this win today, they'll have 26 on the year. First free throw is no good.
Johnson still trying to get in double digits. He's got 8 points so far.
Cards. Up big here. They'll improve to 16-2 in conference play. Have not lost since
December.
Christmas.
Yeah, since December, yeah.
So that's quite a run. Block there on the defense, out of bounds off of Bush. Coming out on the defensive side, that was a good close by, was that Johnson, Ronald Johnson?
Yeah, it was. It's a great way to close out the home portion of the schedule, especially for your sophomores and for the entire team for that matter, and a great way to go into the final week of the season when you just have to play 1 game a week from today at Parish.
There's a good take to the hole that time by number 12, Alden Kelly.
Yeah, with 28 points.
That says it all right there. Good play down the left baseline, go up and thunder dunk.
Melvin with 19 points now.
Melvin's about to get over 20 if he can get another.
Well, he and Sheldon Hagel are the leading scorers on the team with 19 each.
I think about half of those have been on dunks.
Or 3-pointers.
Or threes. And he's been working it.
He's got 2 shots.
He's a fun guy to watch. There's a monster jam. Cocked it, brought it back, brought the crowd to life even more.
I love watching the sophomores enjoying this on the bench over there. It's just fun to watch.
They are having a great time in Athens tonight.
You think film session might be enjoyable? Oh.
It's basically a dunk contest right now. Going all the way to the other end. Kick out. Now they'll set it up, 2.5 to go. Choice over in the right corner. 3-pointer won't go. Pulled down by Collins out of Texarkana. Knocked away. And it will be Cardinal basketball.
22 turnovers now for Bossier Parish. 22 turnovers coupled with a poor shooting night, especially from 3-point range other than one young man. It just does not add up to a successful night, and you can see the score for yourself.
That's making it a long, long trip.
But Bossier's a nice city to go back to.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing. As I say, they can't get home soon enough. There's a 3 on the way.
Oh.
That will not fall.
Almost got the crier.
2 minutes to go here. Cardinals will, again, as we said, be off on Wednesday night. The ladies play, the men are open. There's the basket. And then they'll finish the season off next Saturday in Paris, the regular season.
Cardinals' 14th turnover in the game.
Minute 41 to go in this one. Nice take to the hole.
Holmes has got 13 points now for the Cavaliers.
Boy, he's getting to the basket. Good quick step there. That shot up on the putback is good. Luckett for 2. Kelly says, hey, I'm going to shoot from the right side this time. Pass down front way too much, but there's A great save. Count the basket. That's a good hustle play from Ronald Johnson. The pass way out front. He goes and saves it from the baseline back to Swift.
Swift goes up to 21 points now with a chance to add his 22nd point at the free throw line. What a night for the Trinity Valley Cardinals, ranked number 7 in the nation.
Gets that one to go. And the Cards are definitely living up to that ranking. They've played well this season. Foul coming on Choice. Well, Darian will be called for the block in the back there.
We will give you a look at the scoring before we leave tonight. We want to also encourage you to make sure you stay and watch the credits roll tonight so you can see all of the talented guys that bring you this each week. Tim and I get to sit out front here and have all the fun and watch the game, but we don't do the work. I promise you that.
I was just thinking that same thing, talking to George, talking to Jorge earlier, and you know, those guys work tirelessly. They do such an excellent job. Good team that puts all this together. Final 30 seconds of this one tonight. Long three-pointer on the way, no good, out of bounds.
Well, Choice try to get one more to fall and tack on that 120th point and kind of round that number up so the Cardinals shouldn't shoot again. I say that. There's a lot of freshmen out on the floor.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Got a hold there. Did I understand you correctly? If I did get a pair of shoes like Choice, I would not shoot like him or have the speed like him? It wouldn't make a difference?
I repeat, you will not.
I just
Anyone who's ever told you that is just selling you, trying to sell you some shoes.
Well,
okay?
I was going to say, that's just a guy working on commission there, trying to sell me those. Well, he's had a great ball game this evening now, and Cardinals putting this one away early in the second half. It was 49-23 at the break, so in control all night long. There's another one for Kelly.
31 points now for that young man.
Alvin Kelly making us run out of room over here on the scoring sheet. 31 points. I'm glad I just watched that, let that occur. What a pass, baseline to finish it. It's one. That shot is good. Another three from Kelly. And that's how it ends, 119-66. Kelly ends up, I think, unofficially 34. But what a pass from near midcourt for the backdoor jam.
119-69 is your final. Your Cardinals win for a 13th straight time. They improved to 26-3 overall, 16-2 in the conference. Bossier Parish falls to 4-23 on the season, 1-16 in conference play. Let's wrap up the scoring. For Bossier Parish, you got to tip your cap to Aldon Kelly Jr. He had 34 points, and he wound up with, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 three-pointers in the game for Aldon Kelly. David Holmes finished with 13 points. The Cavaliers turned it over 22 times for the Cardinals. Well, this may take a while to just go in numerical order, not in position of scoring. Nick Brown had 3. Melvin Swift had 24. Calypso Blanco had 2. Ronald Johnson had 9. Diedrich Basel had 17. Jacoby Bush had 4. Sheldon Hagagul had 19. Jerry Luckett Jr. had 8. Preston Anderson had 5. Ladarian Choice had 6. Seemed like more than that. Aldonis Foote had 15. And Devontae Jackson had 6. So the Cardinals go into the final week of the season just having to play one game. They go in with a full head of steam going into next Saturday's game at Parish. That game will start at 6 o'clock. The women's game will start at 4. Tim Howard will have that game on KCKL 95.9 FM and KCKLFM.com. Listen, seriously, folks, thank you for joining us again for another season of Lady Cardinal and Cardinal basketball here on the Cardinal Sports Network. And do me a favor before you sign off tonight, watch the credits roll and see the men who bring this to you, because as I mentioned earlier, Tim and I get to have all the fun out here and just call the games for you. But these are the guys who get it to you, get it on your computer, have the best graphics in the world, have the best just technology in the world here at Trinity Valley. And thanks to Dr. Glendon Forgy and Vice President Mike Abbott, Miles Pennington, the whole crew. Watch the credits. It's just a pleasure to bring Cardinal basketball to you. And again, until we see you, I guess probably in the fall when we have Lady Cardinal volleyball for you, this on behalf of Tim Howard, this is Benny Rogers bidding you good night and good season from the Cardinal Sports Network.